Hey, it's Ed here from Instant Physio. I'm going to go through some things or reasons why people's knee pain doesn't go away. A lot of the time, people, start with a bit of a niggling injury in their knee, and they kind of cross their fingers and hope it's going to go away. And sometimes it does. Sometimes it sticks around, and when it starts to get in the way of things like training or being able to exercise, that's when it starts to become a real frustration, and then can move into almost a bit of worry, panic, fear, anxiety about, do I have something serious wrong with my knee? And it's a bit of a paradox, really, because everything you read on the internet is rest, ice it, put a knee brace on it, or stop the thing that aggravates it. But in actual fact, unless you've got an acute injury which is caused swelling and you can't really weight bear properly on it, in actual fact, we want to keep the knee loaded, and that's the first mistake people make, which is to rest and to just give it a month of rest, because all that happens in that month is the knee becomes deconditioned, the balance isn't as good, the strength isn't as good, and we end up with a slightly, sometimes bigger problem, basically. Second reason why knee pain sticks around is sometimes the journey back into exercise. So we might have done some resting, might have done some rehab or some, the knee pain stopped, but that journey back into training or exercising or going on those long walks around the common, that graded exposure or the return to play or return to activity isn't done executed well. So someone might think, I've done it before I was a physio. A year ago I used to do this workout, so I'll do it this time, even though I haven't worked out for 2 months, and the body is just not ready for it, and then we end up just flaring old injuries back up, especially for runners, because if they're used to running 5Ks and they can't do that, then there's just think, oh, well, there's no point going out for a run if I'm not blowing. And it's the same with a lot of people. If I'm not kind of really panting and I haven't got those feel-good hormones, what's the point? Which is another problem. So yeah, the return to play is another big reason why people get stuck with an injury. And let's say someone's had some treatment, they're working hard in their physio or whatever treatment they've decided to go for, and the pain is still persisting. Sometimes it's due to the fact that when a problem's been there for a while, the body can get quite good, or let's say the brain can get quite good at firing off those pain signals, if we were to make it in the simplest terms. So sometimes we scan someone's knee, it's perfectly healthy, there's nothing obvious which is inflamed or angry or torn or anything like that, but they can still have a fair bit of pain with activity. And sometimes a part of that might be because their brain has got really good at giving out those pain signals, because a problem's been there for so long. So that's why it's important to work with a physio or whoever you're working with to decipher what the safe pain is, what the kind of normal pain that we maybe are less worried about, and what is the kind of pain that we want to respect and listen to. Because if you immediately think any pain you get is damage, or means you should rest for 2 months, or it means it's something really scary, then that's going to change your behaviour and make you a lot more worried. Whereas with the patients, we spend a lot of time educating them on what safe pain is, or what comfortable, what's the kind of general parameters that we would expect when someone's returning back to activity, which again is safe or normal or expected. And we also make it very clear when we would want someone to stop an activity if they experienced a certain level of pain, based on their specific condition and where they're at in their recovery. Acute injuries, we don't really want to be causing any symptoms at all. But if someone's had a problem for months and months and months, then with the right guidance, we will make it really clear what we would expect. Yeah. I could go on. There's lots of other reasons why knee pain sticks around. And if you have any specific questions about your knee pain, which might be sticking around for too long, then I'd love to hear and answer your questions. Have a good day.